it's a Ford. Of course we looking under the hood. It's developed a miss. I wanted to bring you in and share this video with you because you might be having trouble out of your 4.6, 5.4 F150. Most likely you are, it's a Ford thing. But can you hear it? Do you hear this? Just listen. It's got a miss, a pretty bad miss. Sounds like a dead miss. Now I have dived into this a little bit. I'm going to show you something. Listen. That's getting spark. You can pull up on that spark plug just a little and you can hear that. Because it's trying to jump the arc to the spark plug. Now this plug wire, you see? Nothing. Now you would think it's a dead plug, but you would still hear the arc going to the plug. It just wouldn't be firing on the inside. So there's no arc from that spark plug. And before you get in the comments and say it's the coil pack, well, I done tested all these coil packs by doing this. You know, it's pretty straightforward. You just try not to get electrocuted when you do this. Go over to this side. See the spot? Both coil packs test is fine. It's something to do with that plug wire or the plugs itself. So we're just going to give it a whole tune-up. And before I go any further, comment below, do you think the tune-up's going to fix it or no? The parts for today, door last, set of plug wires. You always want to check your plug wires because some of them can be dry wadded. They sit on the shelf so long. I said these Ultralight double platinums. Oh, the cold air intake is finally took off. I think I need a new filter. I'll probably do away with that. I got a whole setup intake on one of them other parts trucks. Okay. This is gonna be fun. You know, when you do this, you gotta take your time. What?
You got a broken airline.
What? Is it broken airline? Look like you've got plugged.
No, it's all the way through.
Oh, there's something on it. It goes somewhere.
Somewhere. Where? I do not know.
Me neither. I got other trucks we can look at.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have to worry about that on across the bridge for the other apples or something. I think that's how our old saying goes. I did that. There was a wire got into the alternator. That could be the wire. No, it's over here.
Yeah, it goes to number 8.
Yeah. Now you can mark these, but I would suggest just doing them one at a time as you go. That way you don't get nothing mixed up. And trust me, you ain't gonna get your new wires mixed up with your old wires. The spark plug size is 5/8, I would say. And spark plug sockets has got a piece of rubber in it to help you grab them when you need them. And I'm probably going to need a longer extension. Yeah, when I got this truck, it was running very lean, and then it is running a little rich. But that cylinder looks like it's doing pretty good.
Change that.
I don't think he's a super new tune-up. You know, it supposedly had a new tune-up. Pro tip, always compare your spark plugs. This one goes in deeper. Now, is that a bad thing? Or is that a good thing? Could this be the wrong spark plug that was in it? But we'll throw it in on and we'll see how it acts. Because I'm pretty sure these auto lights is right for the job. That just... maybe that's my issue. Another pro tip, you want some grease?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I got grease. I can go get you some. Pro tip, You can use dielectric grease down in these to keep moisture out. But another pro tip is you can lay everything out on the table, then you can match your plug wires to length. That's why you do it one at a time, so you can do this. Pro tip. Now the hardest part's going to be the main back ones, and to get them out, Clay's done this a few times. He said this is what you're going to need, is a universal swivel, spot plug socket, and a couple different size extensions, and a lot of patience, right, Clay?
Oh, yes.
And something to stand on, because Clay's short. Oh, that's nice, ain't it?
Ain't good.
It's been getting water back there. A lot of people say these hasn't run down from this cow in a heavy rain into them, but I don't know. I can't tell you. Could be the intake leaking, but I ain't lost no weather for it, I don't think. Maybe I have. Boot. This is the boot.
That's what I thought.
Staying in it?
Yeah.
Hit it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got pliers and stuff. I like it though. You can use them to pull your spark plugs out too with them boots. And just so you know, if these break off and stuck down in there, you can use some vice grips and hopefully grab onto it, because that's what we did here, and you can see why it just stayed onto the plug. It was just, it's killed.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell you what. Was it loose?
Oh,
Wrong size plug?
I think it is.
You still got the other socket on it, don't you?
Uh-huh.
No? Maybe we can see. This is what you get when you're a mechanic. Ever want fun like this? Well, shit. It's got something around it.
Something around it.
Yeah, like something stayed on it. That ain't right. To me, that's what it looks like if it's focus. Focus. Oh yeah. No, it's just got that much fucking rust on it. Around it. We have to dig that fuck out. Now take a look at this. With my camera focus. Focus, camera. Focus. Focus. Can you see that? It's not wanting to focus. Why not? Okay. That's what came out of that one hole, not the one on the passenger side. We ain't got hit yet, but it's probably just as bad. This was the one I showed you at the beginning of the video. I wouldn't get no fire because of the plug wire, and you can see it's totally fouled out. And it looks like it's been leaking antifreeze for a while. So probably intake gaskets. So that's probably on the next video. Oh yeah, Jeep's ready for the scrap yard, the big junkyard in the sky. I got an eBay store in case you didn't know if you watched this far. It's full of Jeep parts now. You know, I got a lot of little interior parts and stuff. My buddy actually going to take the ends out of it before he takes it to the junkyard. I pretty much sold him the rest of it. And we got a good 4.7 here. We took the plug wire off this, and then we got a surprise. What you find so far, Clay? A boat? A boat laying next to the down in the spot plug hole, and he's fishing. What else? He says
like
there's
plastic.
Some kind of plastic, something down inside of it. Out. Well, after some fighting, we got it. It looks like a piece of gravel or cast intake or something, like from a cast. I know it is. It's just odd looking. Oops, it's gone forever now. To once it came, I guess. Another way to clean out the hose is this, because we can't get a socket down in this side still. We can't see because I ain't got a borescope. So we're gonna let the air compressor build up a little because we got leaks. And once that builds up, we're going to blow this out, and it's probably got no gravel or some crazy stuff. Who knows? With these Fords, It's just, I don't know. Might take it a second, because we do got a lot of fluid might went down in to the spot there. Still got a miss. Huh. It's a vacuum leak. Don't know where it goes to, but it's sucking air, but that ain't what making it miss. Up that goes. That plug still ain't getting fire. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you do got an injector on hook, but I remember you unplugged it.
Yeah, I hooked it, that one back up.
Oh, did you? So the mist went away, but we did start this without the air intake and stuff on it, so it could have to rerun itself. So it seems to do better. So let's see in time. It definitely needed to tune up, and you can see all the plug wires is on, and they are going tappity tap. See, when it tries to idle down, it tried to do it again a little. It could be EGR, it could be a lot of things, but it did need to tune up because we did have a dead miss. So that's something we're going to have to investigate further on. If you got one of these 4.6s and had the same symptoms as me, comment below. What was your fix? Well, Joe got his Jeep, so that's pretty good, and the Ford's working out much better. I took it for a test drive. It seems to be doing fine. So, oh yeah, it's always safe to bind your vehicle out in several different points. You don't want to just rely on a winch. Well, went ahead, took it for a test drive, just opened up, and the mist seems to be gone at the moment. That don't mean it's going to stay gone, but oh, look at my hair, it's a mess. You see it in the shadows. It don't mean it's going to stay gone, so I'm going to drive it for a few days. Hopefully the issue's fixed. I guess that stumble and miss that it had when we first started it could be the junk that got into the cylinders from changing the spark plugs. Could have been where I tried to start it without the air breather and the mass airflow. Maybe the computer had to figure itself out again. I don't know. It's running much better, plenty more power. But the intake issue is something I'm going to have to address soon. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Like, comment, subscribe.